Ah. Shit. That's bright. Does using an autoclicker upset God? In today's game, Horripilant. Shit, no, that's not right. Horripilant. Horripilant. In today's game, Horripilant. Fuck. Oh, no. In today's game, Horripilant, we find out what you do if you find yourself stuck in an endless loop. Isn't that right? What do you do if you wind up in an endless cycle? Those loops that keep the protagonist trapped in some infinite hellscape. I mean, isn't that like all roguelike games, like Hades 2?
Breathe, relax, really just appreciate all that we have. These senseless fights with you, I cannot rightly say I appreciate them at all. Though at least the moon is beautiful tonight.
Or it even makes me think of that episode of Peter Capaldi's incarnation as the 12th Doctor in Doctor Who.
Rule 1 of dying, don't. Rule 2, slow down. You've got the rest of your life. The faster you think, the slower it will pass. Concentrate.
The one where he's in that ever-shifting castle. I just love that episode. But infinite cycles, you know? Or even games that are classically hard, like Elden Ring Night Rain, where you're just expected to die frequently.
Oh, not this move. Oh, okay. You got me with poison. Oh. Get me. We lost to the flower. I think we get to revive? Question mark?
Well, maybe you do?
Or do we just lose? Because we both died. No, yeah.
They feel like that commonly quoted definition of insanity. Repeating the same actions, expecting different outcomes, yada yada yada. But no. What I'm talking about today, the game, Horripilant, hey, I got it that time. It makes me think of a quote that I read recently when I was listening to the first book in Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events series. I decided to re-listen to it recently. At a certain point in that book, Lemony Snicket is describing a really boring task, and he says it like this. The book was long and difficult to read, and Klaus became more and more tired as the night wore on. Occasionally his eyes would close. He found himself reading the same sentence over and over. He found himself reading the same sentence over and over. He found himself reading the same sentence over and over. That's from The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. Just so you guys are aware, I fully understand that I can never narrate it nearly as flawlessly as Tim Curry did. So please give that version a listen instead of just me quoting it randomly in this video. Or perhaps I should finally finish the script that I'm writing on those. No, focus on the task at hand. Horripilant asks us to think of a question. Of infinite cycles. Do I focus on what's here and tangible in the reality in front of me, or stop the wheel? Break the cycle? I know what I picked. I need to make sure I'm pronouncing this right.
Horripilant. 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 Horripilant.
Alright. I mispronounced it. I suppose that makes the joke even funnier, in a way, because I was still mispronouncing it, even after all that time of writing the joke and thinking I was spelling it right. But here's how you pronounce it.
Horripilant.
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 Horripilant. So I'll try to recreate what they say.
Horripilant.
Horripilant. As best as I can. Horripilant. Alright, here we go. Today's game. Horripilant. 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 We'll go with one of those, maybe, or all of them. Let's see. This wonderfully terrifying, horror ambiance-filled romp is developed by Alexandre Declos and Pass Game Studio. Both French, as you could tell from the word Horripilant. You're seeing lots of game footage on the screen now, but this game has so many clear inspirations. It's a horror game, but it's got the auto-battler dungeon crawler, it's got the clicker resource generation. I think a clearer inspiration is some of the early puzzlers of the computer game genetic history. You know, some people know of it, I'm not going to go into it here. The point-and-click movement between rooms, the old inventory system, and trying, to no avail, to stick these damn round gems into whatever slot I can find with my grubby little meaty mitts. I mean, again, to no avail. Again, I met the magic mushroom man who was being guarded by the bull honky spider. That freaking spider, why don't you hide with your eyes? I'm talking to you. Don't look away. Why don't you hide, spider? Just go. I don't really have a great history of playing very many or damn near finishing any of those point-and-click adventure games. I played the Secret Files Tunguska once. But I mean, hell, I can't even finish The Witness, despite getting halfway through it like 3 or 4 times. I just can't get to the end of that game either. That brings me to a question. Are you the type of person to absolutely need to 100% a game in order to move on? I think it's funny. I commonly have 100% completion as the goal in my mind, but truly, how many games have I 100%ed in my life? What sparked that drive in me in the first place? I don't even know if I can truly answer the latter question, but I get this gut feeling that it comes from LEGO Star Wars. The floating percentage counter being so prominent in that first LEGO, which was released in... Let me do some research. Nope. Just looked it up. It was not present in the first LEGO Star Wars game. It just started to appear in the second game, LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. I suppose that I was excited to talk about that first LEGO, as that game is how I met that friend that you heard when I showed my Elden Ring Night Rain footage, but I could save that story for another day. We need to refocus. Horripilant. I know, it's a crazy concept, but I've actually fully completed this game now before reviewing it. But let's be fair, with some of these idle games, you really aren't even going to be finishing them, especially not to the degree of 100%. I'm saying that my meager 92% achievement rate and pitiful 13.6 hours has satisfied my stomach for this game, and I don't think I'll be playing anymore. And in that essence, I have completed this game. I have beaten it. I've slain the dragon, or in this case, God. What are we even doing here? Should I introduce this every time? I kind of feel like I should, just in case this is the first video of mine that you're watching, but... Well, we're reviewing idle, incremental clicker games here in this series, as well as whatever media I see fit, truly. I try to stick to a consistent rating scale across all these games, so the categories are price, hours of content, theming, enjoyability, idlability. This category adds a letter grade to the total score. The legend will be posted, as all good legends should be. And then a wild category, where I can add or subtract points as I please, because this is my show. And I can do what I want. But yes, the more points is better. This ain't shitty golf. It's not. I hit a button and now it's orange. I don't know if this is going to be good or bad, but I'm going to roll with it. Alright. Price. 4.5 out of 10. This game costs $7.99 when it's not on sale, though I did manage to pick it up in a bundle with another game that I may talk about someday. The bundle dropped the price down to a more manageable, $7.19. Okay, well, maybe when phrased like this, it's not much of a sale, but, you know, we take cents off. We take cents off. Move on, 4.5 out of 10. Hours of content, 5.5 out of 10. This kind of relates along with the price score as well. I completed this game in a manner that had me feeling accomplished and fulfilled and not wanting or expecting more. I did that, and that was achieved in 13.6 hours. Does that mean that this game doesn't stack up against a game that could be giving you hundreds of hours of content? No. I rather would postulate that it accomplishes what it desires, shows you flashy ways that the concept could be interesting, and then leaves before overstaying that welcome. Kind of like I mentioned in the first episode of this series on The Perfect Tower 2, go take a look at that if you haven't already. We have to be willing to pay game makers for this type of game. Incrementals are great, idlers are great, number go up and make me happy. But still, it's a 5.5 out of 10 for hours of content because the dollars per hour ratio of $8 over 13.6 hours of content doesn't exactly make for the greatest math. Theming, 10 out of 10. This is where Horripilant shines. Lovely, lovely, spooky aesthetic. You've been seeing it this whole video. The puzzles, the map system, the clicker resource generator using the classic wood, stone, iron upgrade scheme. The dungeon enemies showcasing the monster design. There's a monster dex. Do I need to say any more? 10 out of 10. Enjoyability, 8.5 out of 10. The loop of this game with the prestige system offering those gems that give more substantial upgrades, it feels pretty good, but it kind of disconnects with the player right at the end of the game, in my opinion. I really thought that I was expected to max it out entirely, but it seems like I could have completed the game slightly faster if I wasn't focusing on that prestige system as the main goal. But great story to pull me through, and it kept me interested the entire time. Idlability. Horripilant gets a... Well, I was thinking it was going to lean towards an A due to the requirement for active thinking to solve the puzzles, but I think it's a CA. For being a clicker at heart, due to the majority of the gameplay or progression being locked behind the incremental dungeon run system. You'd think that it would make for an I, idler, but nah, you can't get any progression in the dungeon without increasing the clicker resource generation system, so tree, rock, or it is. Wildcard category. This game gets a +2 points for the auto clicker jump scare. Just as I was getting tired of the clicker mechanic, I broke out the auto clicker and great. Sorry I spoiled it, but +2 points off that. And then another +2 points for when you come back in the game after using your auto clicker. I thought that it was gonna have deleted my save or something like that. You never know with games and what their stance might be, but there was a message after restarting the game after the jump scare, reassuring the player that they are free to use the auto clicker from then on with no repercussions. Honestly, that message saved me from turning off the auto clicker in shame because I thought I wouldn't be able to use it from then on, and I didn't really want to try again because the jump scare was spooky. But yes, I was very afraid I was going to have to reload the game to find my save deleted. I didn't. Overall, +4 points. Well, there you have it. Horripilant gets a pretty high rating, all things tallied together. With a total of 40 points available, as well as a letter grade and a wildcard category, Horripilant gets a 32.5 CA. Look at that. Is it spinning? I don't know. Nice. A really great game overall. Definitely check it out on your own if you've gotten your fill of the free games in the genre, or you just want to dip your toes into supporting indie devs like these. Yeah. Support them. Make video content about them. Talk about them. People love that stuff. We gotta talk about the stuff that we love. And on that note, do what you love what you do, don't be a shill, free Palestine, fuck ICE, down with dictators. Honestly, fuck all the organizations built upon the oppression of others. Fuck the IDF. Fuck the Taiji dolphin murdering organization. Fuck the Christian white nationals destroying our country. Fuck the billionaire Epstein class. Fuck them all. Fuck. And the GoPro just turned off. Again. Fuck them all. Down with them all. Tell your friends. about idle games and the revolution. This has been MrRaniac. Thanks for watching. House change as she sharpens the edge of her axe. She can see in her face it's too late.